Yeah. So agenda for today is, so I will starts with no, I will, because here all peoples are there, means some are SAP consultants, some are working as a procurement professionals, some are freshers. So we need to be in same page, right? So I will start from scratch. Okay. So initially I will explain ERP and what is SAP, and then we'll jump into different modules we have in SAP, and then I will explain different projects in SAP. Okay, and then how HANA database will work, I will explain. Okay, and then sourcing and procurement means what, that I will show a little bit, and then SAP journey and generation shift, how it has happened, that I will explain from R/2 to S4 HANA. Okay, and then we'll take questions. Okay, I will show my portions, curriculum, what and all things we are covering in level 1 and level 2 training. Okay, everything I will show, and then I will take the questions. Cool. Let me share my screen. Yeah, you're able to see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I will start the session with what is ERP and what is SAP. ERP and SAP. Okay, so many people will call it SAP as a SAP. So it's not like that. So okay, it is SAP. Okay, so if you are telling same thing in interview, so it will not hire you. Some consultant also they will tell talk SAP. Okay, it should be pronounced SAP only. Okay, so SAP is one of the ERP product. So first we'll understand what is ERP, right? So ERP means it's a enterprise resource planning. Enterprise resource planning, right? So any company you take, for example, if it's a manufacturing company, right? So if it is a service-based company, manufacturing company, so it required production, right? So many activities will taken place, right? Production is there, and to do the production we require raw materials, right? For raw material we need to engage some vendors that will maintain the inventory. Okay, and output will be there, quality inspection. Okay, and then finally we'll sell the material, right? These all processes take place. For earlier what used to happen, for these all processes we have separate softwares, right? So all these things we need to handle it in the same software, right? So that some tool is required, right? So that is a ERP. So in market we have many tools are there, right? From ERP, like your Oracle, right? Oracle, BAN, your JD Edwards, right? Your Coupa for procurement, PeopleSoft, the JD Edwards, and this Oracle is taken all these two things. Okay, many tools are there. Like in that, SAP is a topmost tool. Why? Because SAP integrates with all these modules. If you take these modules and these different tools like Tally and all, right? This is expert in only one field. It will not integrate with all the modules which is having SAP, right? All different fields like vendor, inventory management, output, quality, production, sales, right? Many other departments it will not integrate. Beauty of SAP is it will integrate with all the modules. Okay, so that's why SAP is one of the top ERP product. 80% MNC companies are using SAP. Rest 20% are not. Why not using means they can't afford it because it's a very costly software, right? you can call. So if ERP is a car, if ERP is a car means SAP is a Mercedes. Like that you can understand. Okay, like that it has a branding in word. Okay, I hope this is clear what is ERP. Next we'll move on to different modules in SAP. And then I will come to S4 HANA and all. Okay, I'll come from scratch. Okay, let's see how many different models we have in SAP. Okay, so here initially any company you take, so it will starts with finance, right? FICO, finance and controlling. Okay, this is very important module. So it has your financial bookings, your balance sheet. It will take balance sheet, your account AP, account payable will be there, account receivable, all these will be taken care by FICO, right? So this is our first model, and then we'll have SAP MM. It's called in S4 HANA, that is sourcing and procurement. Mute yourself. Yeah. Right. Sourcing and procurement. This one more module we have here. And then so usually buying takes place. Right. So to store, so we have inventory management, and warehouse management. Right. These two we have separate module. In S4 HANA, we'll use EWM, extended warehouse management, with new functionalities it came. Okay, and then we have production and all will take place in PP, production planning, PP module. Here manufacturing, or you can call production, and we'll planning, right? And then quality management module, right? QM module, planning, okay, and your plant maintenance, PM module. Okay, here what plant maintenance. Okay, in planning what we'll do here means weekly, monthly wise, how much production and weekly activities are taking place, and all we'll calculate here. Quality mode inspection lot, right? So quality checks and all we'll do it in this model, right? And PM, plant maintenance, what we'll do here for machineries, for any company, machineries will be there, right? Machineries, preventive maintenance, breakdown maintenance, right? These and all taken care by this PM module, plant maintenance. And then we'll have a SD module, sales department, right? And then we'll have logistic and execution, right? LE, this is new module, right? Here in SD module, what we'll do here, we'll create a sales order and dispatching process, delivery, everything will be taken care here. SD consultant. Here logistics and all mainly inbound, outbound, shipment, and transportation related stuff will happen here in LE module. Okay, like this we have different modules. These all are functional models. So some we have technical model which is linked with all these models, are technical models like ABAP. We have ABAP, right? Your UI5 Fury. What is Fury? These all things, we will have a separate topic for that. For that, you will understand in coming classes in detail. HANA database. Next slide, I will explain about this one. And basis model. Right? These all models are linked with all the functional models. These all are functional models. These all are your technical models. It is linked with all the above models. Okay, so it means basis team people will what they'll do, they will do the system setup, roles authorization, everything they will take care. ABAP is an official language, no, we'll use it in SAP. Okay, in S4 HANA again we'll use Java, ABAP, core language we'll use at ABAP only. Okay, UI5 is is a user interface, right? So in traditional SAP ECC we are using GUI, right? Graphical user interface. Here we are using Fury. So what is this Fury and all we'll see in coming classes. Okay, like this we have different models in SAP, and then some other models we have, right? So this is some technical stuff. So as a functional model we don't require, but I will tell you. Right? BI business intelligence model we have, right? BW we have business warehouse storage model, and some cloud analytics. CA cloud analytics and Leonardo, like that. Some other models we have. This also linked with other models. Business intelligence, what will do? It will give us analytics, business analytics. Okay, what and all required by user and user, so they will give the business analytics. BI model, BW, this is work on warehouse related storage data and all. Right, these all are again technical models. Okay, one second. Yeah, these are different models in SAP. Okay, functional model and technical model. Next slide. So any doubts so far before going to S4 HANA? Yeah. Chart window. Okay. Right. Next, we'll move to what are the different projects in SAP. Okay. What is this S4 HANA and all? I will come to that. So you will understand if you become a SAP MM consultant, what and all different projects you will get. First one is your implementation project. Okay, in that, so you will get greenfield implementation. Once again, getting a chart. No need to record. I will update the session in YouTube. Yeah. Okay, so implementation project, in that we'll have a greenfield implementation, right? So greenfield implementation means what? For example, here, first one, you have greenfield implementation. For example, let's say if you have your legacy system here, legacy system means let it be, this system is used by any other Oracle, right? Your JD AdWords, let it be SAP MM, any other system, right? So old system. So before implementation, so system is using, right, that old system, right? So you need to convert it to S4 HANA system, right? Freshly, you need to do the implementation, right? This is S4 HANA system. So how we'll do the green implementation? We have a HANA migration cockpit. Right? So here we'll do the data transfer. Right? So usually greenfield means everything freshly will implement. Right? If anything, some data you want to move in, so we'll use HANA migration cockpit. In that many things will come, LTMC and all. So we'll see in coming topics. No, it is called fresh implementation. Right? Here in we'll use activate methodology. Right? So in earlier in ECC we used to use SAP methodology to implement SAP. Right? SAP has given some guidelines how you need to implement SAP. Right? This is your implementation project. So for any legacy system you are implementing freshly SAP S4 HANA. Right? This is implementation. Next one is your support project. right? In support project value, what you will do, so the company is already using SAP, right? So what you are doing, you are giving just support. If these people are having any errors, if people are wants any customizations, right? So those people will contact consultants. So you will get a tickets and it will get resolved. How this exact process will be, you will have a separate session for this one in level 2 training, project training, that you will understand there in step by step. Simply overview I am giving. And then your third project is your rollout project. Rollout project means system already is in go live. So a new country you want to add into new country or new region you want to add, right? That country related specific settings and that region related specific settings we need to make it, right? Configurations and all that is a rollout project. In detail we'll study in detail. Okay, in coming classes. Next one is your conversion project. Conversion project, what will happen here if you have in this one we are already using SAP ECC, right? So you want to change it to S4 HANA, right? This system only will change it to S4 HANA, right? Here what we'll do, here all data from SAP S4 ECC will move it to here S4 HANA, right? In earlier case I explained here, in this one we are not moving any historical data here. So directly freshly we are going to implement SAP. This is a green field. Here what will happen in conversion, we are bringing all the old data from SAP ECC to here S4 HANA, right? Using some tools are there, right? So many tools are there, like your SUM, DMO, right? Your system update manager, data migration option, right? Using all these things, will change. Before that, we need to make some changes here in old ECC system. We need to update something, and then we'll move it to here. Okay, using these tools. Many other tools will come, so that we will learn in overview. Will learn in coming classes. Okay, this is all about what and all projects we have in SAP. Right. Now we'll see our topic. Here I explained different modules in SAP, right? So here our main focus is here only. SAP MM or sourcing and procurement. This one we will study in detail, right? So again for this module, so SAP MM, it is connected with, if you want to learn, so it is connected with, SAP has many products, right? If Fury apps, so we have 10,000 apps are there in Fury, right? So in that only simplified apps are 2,000, right? It is connected with Ariba, right? And it is connected with SRM. SRM is a sunset. It will going to sunset, and then Ariba is taken here. The same thing, in ST module we have different software, right? CRM we have. So again, it is CRM is replaced with another module, another SAP product. Okay. So now we'll study this SAP MM, sourcing and procurement. Before that, so many people don't know what is sourcing and procurement, right? People are working in procurement, but they need to understand what is sourcing and procurement. Sourcing plus procurement. Earlier SAP material management in S4HANA, it's called sourcing and procurement, right? So here we'll see, right? Here more procurement is morely related to operations, right? And our the sourcing is related to planning. What planning? Here we will identify the vendor, right? Identify the vendor, right? I will onboard the vendor, right? Onboard the vendor or source you can call, right? So this will come under your vendor development team, right? And your procurement comes to get the product in, right? So any product you need to bring it to here, right? In your business. For that you need to make sure vendor is paid. Up to that, what and all things carried out here from procure to pay, P2P will come in this picture here, right? So from there, initially it will start with purchase requisition. So don't worry if you are not familiar with this PR and all for freshers. So we'll have detailed topics in coming classes. So any requirement will starts from purchase requisition, right? And then some approval processes will be there, right? You need to get some approval. and then it will go, you can create a purchase order to vendor, right? And then we'll send the output to vendor, right? And then vendor confirmation, right? Vendor confirmation, and then we'll do the GR. Here it is D-links, right? From procurement. Here this GR will come under your inventory. It's a part of inventory, right? But procurement makes sure this vendor is getting paid and goods is received and vendor is getting paid. This is procurement team's work, right? So, and then invoice posting. Once again, person child, yeah. Invoice posting. Okay. This invoice posting, no, in some companies, some businesses, it is taken care by procurement. In some business, it is taken care by finance, FI module, right? Anyway, we will discuss this also in our classes. This is sourcing and procurement. In sourcing related, here many things are there. So, for example, let's say yours is a constructions company, right? You need to buy a cement and steel, right? What we'll do normally, we'll create a PO, right? If you have already a contract available with vendor, means we'll create a PO, we'll continuously buy the product, right? So if a requirement comes, we don't have our desired vendor, right? Then you don't have vendor and you need to get vendor paid, right? So then what will happen? You want the material to be in lower price, right? Then you need to send a request for quotation to different vendor, RFQ, right? Quotation, you are sending request for quotation, different vendors, quotation maintenance will be there, and then you will finalize vendor, right? You finalize the vendor, and you can create a purchase order to vendor. Then again, it is connected with procurement. This all process in detail you will learn. Okay, so how to create contracts, how to pricing conditions will work, how negotiation will work, who will do the negotiation, how info record, vendor evolution will happen. Vendor evolution means continuous improvement of vendor, right? Activity of onboarding, finalizing vendor. These all will be taken care. This will come under vendor development. We'll see this sourcing and procurement in detail with configurations. Right, this completes your sourcing and procurement. And next we'll see the SAP journey. Okay, how it happens. So this is the important thing. So we don't want to go into it detail. Okay, overview I will explain. Okay. So in coming classes you will get to know in detail. Okay. So SAP journey. Initially how it began. SAP. SAP journey and generation shift. Right. Let's take here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Initially, before this, you need to understand different layers in SAP. Then you will understand this one, right? So we have, let's take one example. In SAP, we have 3 layers, right? One is your presentation layer. Application layer. Right, your database layer. Right, before that, I will give another example. For example, so if you are opening this any computer, right, you are seeing this in your laptop, this initial screen you are seeing, this is a presentation layer. Whatever you are seeing it in your laptop, right? This is a presentation layer. If you click the start button, right, if you anything you are pressing, backend program will run, right? So that is your application layer, and then it will show you this product, right? So initially you are able to use, you work as an end user, right here. So then whatever you are executing, backend program will run, logic will run, right? That is the application layer. And whatever we are saving the data, right? All data will go into your hard disk, right? That is your database layer. So how we can understand in terms of SAP? So whatever screen you are seeing, initial screen you are seeing in SAP, you are transaction, you are entering any T code, let's say ME21, anything you are entering, right? So you are creating purchase order. That is your presentation layer. So to do the create purchase order, you are entering data into it, right? So who is your vendor? What is the material, right? What is the contract number? What are the pricing conditions? These all things you are entering. This comes under your application layer, and the data is saving in your database layer. This is a three-layer concept in SAP. Okay, now we'll see. Right, so we have heard about the term, right? SAP R by 3, R by 2, right? And then S4 HANA. What is this? I will explain. So initially, you know what SAP comes with SAP R by 2 system. Okay, R by 2 initially. So what is R means? This is a real-time two-tier architecture. Okay, this in 1970s they introduced this R by 2. Who the Germans Germans they have introduced. They are working 5 employees of IBM. The story right? 5 employees of IBM. They came out of IBM in 1970s and they introduced their own SAP. Their own system, that is SAP. Right? Initially it was R by 2. What is this R by 2? Real-time two-tier architecture. What is this two-tier architecture means? We have only presentation layer and application layer. Presentation and database layer. There is no application layer here. Right? Whatever our logic and all, it is loading into database layer initially. We have only 2 layers. Right? So here problem was user interface was problem. Right? Initially we have a black screen here. Right, in SAP usually initially first when 1970s it is a black screen, right? Performance was not good. These all are problems here, and then integration with other modules is not good. To overcome this, so they have introduced our SAP R by 3. This is a SAP signature product. Okay, SAP R by 3 they have introduced it in somewhere around 90s they have introduced. R by 3 means real-time 3-tier architecture. 3-tier means here we have our presentation layer plus our application layer and our database layer. Right? So initially all data and our application logics, everything is loading into our database here. Now they have all our ABAP logics and all is sitting here only. Only data is stored in database layer. This is some third-party payrolls or third-party systems are taken over. They have access for this database layer. Right? Presentation, application, database layer, 3 layers. In presentation, right, as I explained, so all end users are working. So here consultants will work. Here database will save in separate system, right? So here they come up with a better performance. And then here they have black screen to GUI screen. They came up with GUI screen. GUI screen, right? That blue color screen, SAP screen will come, right? That is GUI, graphical user interface, right? This is the interface they are using, right? And then so here many advantages are there here. I mean they try to use IDOC and all, right? So this we'll discuss in further. And then they came up with ECC in around 2000, right? 2005, around 2005 they come up with ECC. ECC means Enterprise Central Component or Enterprise Core Component. So here, so this ECC, it is linked with, they have introduced this, your SRM product, your CRM, your APO, right? Plugin interface. Yeah. Many other SAP products they have linked with your ECC, right? And then here again, your web-based screen started coming. Worked on. They have worked on some best practices, SAP best practices. They have worked on. Right. So and some industry-specific models, new models they have introduced here. Some industry-specific solutions they have introduced. Right, simple finance came here. Right, they have simplified the finance in ECC. And then in 2015, once again I have chat window. Venkat, so I will come to that. So how SAP and cloud-based system will work, right? I will come to that. On-premises, cloud, or right, private cloud, I will tell you, right? So basics I'm explaining. Okay. So in 2015, so they came up with SAP S4 HANA. Right? S4 HANA. HANA is it's a database, right? And the S4 HANA means, so you can see the generation 1, 2, 3, 4. You can this is generation 4. You can call. S means it is simplified for HANA. Simplified for HANA. Right, this is the fourth generation. You can call one more business SAP business, right, for S4 HANA. So this is S4 HANA. Okay, in 2015 they usually started working on 2010 only, and they come up with this first product on 2015. Okay, and presently it is running 1909. What is this 1909? 19 means it's a year, and this is a month. 1909, like the 1809 is there, 15 is there. So initially, right? So now presently, every year they are working on solutions, SAP nodes and all. So they are upgrading themselves. Now in 1909 is running. Okay, here what they have done. So architecture is same. Okay, we have our presentation layer, we have our application layer. Here they are using HANA database. Why? Because it's very fast in this. Performance is very fast here. So here earlier they used to take third-party system. They need to pay for that, right? So here in S4HANA they have introduced their own database system. So no need to pay for anyone. So it has its own database system. Everything is saved. Right here, how this is, our database becomes very much fast. We'll see it in next slide. Right, and then they have introduced Fury. Fury means what? These and all terminologies you will get to know in the coming classes. You will understand. This is again from GUI to they came up to Fury. This is again graphical user interface. This is again interfaces, user interface, right? So how it is in S4HANA also both are there. GUI is also there. Fury is also there. So how both will work, we'll see in coming classes. Right, in Fury they have introduced more than 10,000 apps they have introduced. Here the user can use in cell phone, they can use in tablets, they can use laptop, they can use everywhere, they can use Fury apps. More than 10,000 apps are there. In that they have 2,000 apps are simplified. Right, so many apps are there. So we'll see what and all the apps we will use in sourcing and procurement. Okay. This is all about SAP journey, and we'll see. Yeah. HANA database system will see how it is very much fast, right? So earlier in ECC and all, so mechanical database, they are using. You can see here, right? It has rotating disk and drum. Rotating disk, right? It's a mechanical component usually. We are a functional consultant. We don't want to go into deep of this one. So I'm just giving an overview, okay? How data is stored earlier, right? So traditional database, right? So now in S4HANA, what happened here? All data are saving in charges in memory database. Again, this is your certification question. It has an in memory database. Right? Here, advantage of this is data is saved on charges, right? Capacitor, transistor. So it's an electrical component. It's a mechanical component. It's an electrical component, right? In this way, so we can easily retrieve the data within less time, right? How we can do direct transfer and all at that time it is helpful. So we can do the transfers very easily, right? Using this, it has data is stored in column wise. Column data storage. This is again one your certification question. Data is saved in column wise. So due to this, what will happen? So data is compressed, right? In column wise, the data, all data are saved in charges. It is compressed. right? And that's why its speed also it will increase. That you can understand. It's very high level. I'm telling how this HANA database will work, right? So I will move on to my curriculum. What and all things we are covering here, I will explain, and then Gaurav will. Gaurav, before going to curriculum, yeah, Venkat is asking. So can you explain about what is this on-premise database and cloud-based database and private database?
Okay. Venkat, the on chat, what Venkat has mentioned, it is somewhat correct, but not
Mhm.
everything because there are two things. One is on-premise and one is cloud,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
On-premise means you have the company which is going to use SAP, those are having servers at their own premises,
Yes.
hardwares in which database is stored. So that's why it's known as on-premise, whose responsibility, maintenance, everything is done by the IT team of that particular company. And on cloud means there is no hardware systems which are there in the company premises. All the database is in cloud itself.
Yeah.
And depending on the authority, whether it is a private or the public cloud, that's and based on that the private and public cloud is being defined, that who is going to, because in that case the maintenance of cloud, nothing is responsible done by the company itself. Those everything is done taken care by the cloud team or the SAP team who are taking care of it.
Yeah.
So in S4 HANA, database is HANA,
Mhm.
but it could be on premise also or it could be cloud version also. Both are possible in S4 HANA database.
Yes. See, many companies are, yeah, thank you, Gaurav. See,
Yeah.
many companies are using now on-premises public, and usually companies they will go for a private cloud because they don't want to go into technicality. They will just rent it and they can use, right? So here, no, you can take yearly version will be there on-premises, right? And this one public cloud will be of your no every quarterly subscription will be there, right? So this one is also again no the certification question. Okay, thank you, Gaurav. And I will go to curriculum. What and all things we will cover. I hope it's clear, Venkat. Thank you. I will go to curriculum and then I will take the questions. Once again. Yeah. You will see my screen, Gaurav. Yeah. Here, so training, it will start with what is S4HANA again, in detail you will learn. People as S4HANA, SAP Fury, will go through the Fury, will show you apps, how it will work and all also. So what as a MM consultant, we should know in SAP Fury, will understand, right? Introduction to SAP Activate methodology, right? This, how it will work in detail, you will learn. Module 2 will go for inventory management, your configuration related to purchasing, all configurations. Invoice verification is covered, your source of supply, your contract, scheduling agreements, pricing procedure, how it will work, both domestic and import pricing you will learn, right? Your release procedure for PO and PR you will learn, and your purchasing process, repurchase requisition, how you are monitoring this one, maintain source list, quotation, right? Quota arrangements, right? Log source of supply, all this in detail you will learn in source determination, procurement analysis, right? And your consumption based planning. We as a know how MM and PP integration will happen. We'll see. So we'll see the consumption based planning. So overview we'll see here. Right, enterprise structure, master data, how it will work in detail. We'll learn business process, business partner concept. We'll learn in S4HANA how it is different from vendor. We'll see, right? And your goods receipt, right? Physical inventory, inventory management in detail. We'll learn, and then level 2 training is entirely of project training. Okay, this level 2 training, like in this detail, one second, yeah, this level 2 training details the no one is telling in the market presently. Okay, so they will cover all the level 1 but no one will touch this level 2. Okay, so level 2 will be of entirely this is project training. Okay, how exactly will receive the project, right? How activate methodology will work, how SAP methodology will work, right? So how project preparation will create project preparation, will prepare the project charter, how company will approach the other company and they will take the license initially, how this process will work, how in business blueprint, what and all things we are doing, what and all documents we need to prepare at the time of business blueprint, your PPT document, your KDS document, your gap analysis. We need to identify the gaps in the system, right? In our business, whatever business you are going to implement SAP, right? How this gap is fulfilled by using developments. There we will learn TRISW concept. Using all these things, how we are giving solution to the gaps identified in the business, right? In that way, we learn how to write a logic, how to run a table, right? How IDOCs will work, how your how you can create your own reports, customized reports. SAP query will learn SAP queries, right? And then IDOC tables, right? Your developments, your different customizations, what we have done, examples for that you will learn. How to upload mass data into ECC to S4 HANA will learn, right? Your legacy system to ECC will learn. Both the things we learn using PAPI, right? We have different approaches in S4 HANA, how we are uploading mass data, right? For direct transfer, how we are doing, we will study in detail, and how through file process, how we will transfer, through staging process, how we will do, right? Through file transfer means using LTMC code we will do, LTMOM code means what, this and all you will learn in detail, right? And then your realization phase, right? What you will do at that time, how servers will work, how server installation will happen in development server, how what we'll do, what and all testing we are doing in quality server, what we'll do, right? UAT, SIT testing and all, how we'll move, what we'll do, how we'll move the TRs, right? And production server, what and all things we are doing. This and all in detail we'll learn in project class. If you get a support project, right? In support project, how we'll receive the tickets. Some 50 tickets will show you, and same document will give you. How the SLA will maintain in this one with ticketing tool, without ticketing tool, how it will work your support project, that you will learn here, right? This is all about your project training. Yeah, so I'm done now. So if you guys have any questions, now you can ask. You can unmute yourself and you can ask.
Hi, this is Venkatesh.